Hey guys, welcome to the Lioness Mum Project TV show. Today we have Leslie on the call. I brought Leslie in as she jumped into our 30-day Lioness Mum trial. Got some brilliant results, so I brought her in so hopefully her story can inspire you to make the courageous decision to jump in and transform the way you live your life. So hey Leslie, how are you?
Well, I'm good, thank you.
Thank you for joining us. And so for anyone watching this, just go into a little bit more detail about you.
Okay, right, what's to tell? I'm a mum to 3 children, 2 who are what I would consider grown up, 21 and 24, and my son who's just turned 11. All still live at home with me. Husband, but he works abroad most of the time, pops backwards and forwards. I'm not presently working as I tend to just run the house and help him with his business from this end.
Yeah.
51 day before yesterday.
Congratulations.
And that's about to tell, really.
Fantastic. No, that's a really good summary, and actually and showing that like anyone that watching this that maybe their partners work away, just how busy your life has to be running that household, and like you say, and then every spare time is helping him with his business. So like finding that time to actually focus on yourself may have been tough a month ago, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. So let's go back a month ago. What made you apply to join the Lioness Mum Project? What were the things you wanted to change?
Right, well, I kind of wanted to find a proper routine. That's what I needed, rather than, some people don't have so much time, and sometimes I have a little bit too much time to myself, but that doesn't mean that you get doing things because you get a little bit lazy and then, I'm going to do it a little bit later. It never actually happens. So when I found out that this kind of, you had certain things that you would be needing to do, it actually appealed to me because that's what I need, the routine.
Yeah, I love that you said that, actually, because you're right. It's so easy to be busy, but to also procrastinate at the same time, and then finally it gets to the end of the day and actually you realize you haven't really achieved much. So, and part of this program isn't just me giving you extra things to do, but actually what we really tap into here at the Lioness Mum Project is to start your day, plan your day, say what the priorities are for that day, get them done, and then use the time spare to actually focus on the things that you should be focusing on, being happy, spending time with your family, and actually doing the things that you want to be doing. So that's a really good solid reason to join this, and just showing that this isn't just about like kind of improving, just like looking better. And actually what I told Leslie and everyone that was applying for this challenge, that like if you're here just to look better for your holiday, then that's not enough of a reason to jump into this. Like, we need to change the way you're living, and if you're willing to change the way you're living, then we can take you on. And so looking forward now, we're a month ahead of that application call. What have been the biggest changes that you've seen over the last month then, Leslie?
Planning and doing. So getting up, making the list, not just having it in my head rolling round. Making the list of the things I've got to do. They could be really boring things. I'm not saying that I do amazing things every day. It could be making that phone call that I've put off because I don't really want to do it. Or it could be getting the kettlebells out and actually putting on something and doing 20 minutes with them. It could be anything really, but it's just writing it down, reading them and ticking them off and doing them. Yeah,
and actually proving that actually, like, we all think that we've got lists, we've got everything going on in our head, but that confusion means that we end up not being focused enough to achieve anything. And that is something that we've certainly learned over the last 30 days. Like, write down what's really important to you, and then the things that you have to do in order to achieve those. And by writing things down, we know through research and through testing that you are more likely to achieve. So planning your day ahead will make you more productive. And so you've really noticed that over the last month.
Absolutely. I've done lots of things off of my to-do list that have been hanging around for ages.
Yeah,
got those going.
That's great, because often as humans we put off the big decisions, don't we? We like, and by doing this we actually focus on like, what are the things that are going to transform you, what are the things that are going to make the biggest difference? Do those right now. Like, stop procrastinating on those big decisions because out of fear, or out of like just not feeling like you've got the energy to complete them, but by writing them down and actually moving towards what you truly want, rather than like putting them. We all have like these to-do lists, and we end up like doing the easy ones first because we want that instant gratification of like, oh yeah, I'll tick that off, and I'm getting right through my to-do list, and really the important stuff goes to the bottom and it just remains on your to-do list forever. Often the case.
Yeah.
That's great, and all whilst losing like a few pounds as well, Leslie. So it really has been a true success, which is great. And this is funny because like a lot of people watching this will be thinking that by starting a life transformation project, that I'm just going to be adding things onto your already busy day and just be adding extra stress on. But how have you found this system to fit around your busy mum life?
Yeah, it's fitted in really well. You make it fit in. You don't have to do it in the way that someone else is on the program is doing it. Some people might get up at 5:30 and do it. They're working at 9:30 and from the day. Whereas I found that I do a lot of mine from 9 o'clock onwards when I have time on my own. So it's finding your own place. You don't have to do the same as someone else. It can always work.
Yeah, and I love that you've brought that up, because this system's flexible. I'm not here to say, right, you have to do this, and then you have to do this, you have to do this, because those systems don't work, because you're living off someone else's life. You're living off what someone else is telling you to do, and you'll only do what someone else is telling you to do for a short period of time. Ultimately, you're right, you have to be flexible and you have to be malleable to use the tools and then make it work around your life, because your journey is completely different to someone else's journey, and your priorities are different to someone else's priorities. And this system is just there to give you the tools. I'm not there to tell you what to do. I'm there to give you the tools and then say, work with these tools, and I'll help guide you along the way to make sure that they're successful for you.
Yeah.
Really, really good. And I love this. This testimonial calls a really good one, because often we're just talking on these testimonial calls about like the great weight loss results and the mindset shift results. But I love that we're focusing on like the organization of your day, because there's going to be lots of mums out there thinking that they're organized, but they haven't got the time to do things, when really and truly, without these kind of systems, they're not as organized as they first thought, and that's really, really important. By planning your day ahead, you'll get more done, and actually by doing less, you'll achieve more. And that's a strange concept for things, but by taking things out of your to-do list and only focusing on 3 things a day like we do, you'll actually end up achieving more that way.
Yeah, you do. You pass them and then you move on to something else, so it clears.
Brilliant. So, like, before we started this challenge, what kind of things had you tried to do before to get your life in order, to be organized? Had you tried anything else in the past?
Well, I would say that a lot of it comes with going to different, more slimming clubs and things. I think it's going to help me to get where I needed to be, but probably not. Probably more as mindset more than anything. So yeah. But
actually, like, you're right, we do things differently here. We don't, like, fitness is a big element of the program, of course it is, and in order to be healthy we have to exercise, and we have to eat well and be in that calorie deficit. But instead of me just doing the program saying like, do this like everything else out there, we actually come from a different angle, and I'm saying, look, you will only do this if you shift your mindset into a different way of thinking. And that is what most of this course does, is we're focusing on thinking differently. And by thinking differently, you make this course work for you. So would you say that it would be crazy to like kind of go back to just like thinking about like fitness and nutrition only?
It doesn't work.
Yeah.
It definitely doesn't work. No. I've had many years of trying that. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
You have to do something different.
Yeah, and that is very true, and hence why 95% of the people that are going out and just joining gyms, or like 99% of the people joining these big slimming clubs, don't succeed. And if they do get results at first, it just comes straight back on again, and you get that yo-yoing effect, because it just isn't sustainable unless you're focusing on the mindset issues of why you're in that place in the first place.
Yeah, short term it is.
Yeah.
Probably works short term, don't get me wrong, that's
Yeah.
why we all do it. But this is going to be sort of forever, probably.
Love that. Brilliant. And yeah, and over the last 30 days, you've got to remember, like, 30 days is nothing. It's such a short period, but to be able to transform the way you're thinking, to build the foundations, to then go on and know that you're on the right journey and know that you're on the right path is really, really powerful, because that is the only way that you're going to get those long and sustainable results.
Yeah.
So Leslie, thank you so much for spending time with us today. Your story is a really, really good one. Your story is definitely going to inspire mums out there who are thinking about it. They're sitting on the fence. They're thinking about, well, Slimming World did well. I did lose weight on Slimming World. Maybe I'll just go back to that again. Like, if you're speaking directly to that kind of mum who's tried all that in the past, but the weight's come back on again, what would you say to them right now?
I'd say, not only don't waste your money, because money's not everything. Don't waste your time more than anything, because it's going to work. You need to start something completely different, and you won't always be in your comfort zone doing this. It's something so new that it's quite hard to get your head around, but it does come. The more you do it every day, practice, it does work.
Yeah. And what a perfect way to round that up. Like, money, you can replenish money, you can get money back, you can spend money, it doesn't matter, but you can never actually get time back. So make the right decision, and then whatever you decide to do, go all in and just give it everything you can, like Leslie has over the last month, hence her amazing life transformation results. So thank you so much for spending this time with us, Leslie. I really, really appreciate you giving up your precious time to help inspire other mums to make that jump, and actually, instead of living just day by day with the same mundane routine, not moving forwards, to actually better themselves and make those truly transforming results.
Thank you for the past month.
Oh, it's been my pleasure to work with you, and you make sure that you keep us all updated on your journey.
Oh, I will.
Take care, Leslie. Thank you again. Bye. So that was Leslie's take on her 30-day trial with the Lioness Mum Project. As she mentioned, busy mum using up all of her spare time to help her partner with his business, wouldn't find the time to actually invest in herself. Now she's more organized, which is making her more proactive, which is allowing her to focus on the things that are important in her life. When she's now focusing on things that are important in her life, she's more happy and productive, giving her more time to actually spend with her family. So if that story resonates with you, then I want you to be my next Lioness Mum Transformation Project. And you've got to make that first courageous step like Leslie did 30 days ago. Click on the link below and make sure you are taking the steps to transform your life to be better today. For the next 5 people that click on that link, you will be rewarded with 50% off my usual coaching fees. And that is because I'm rewarding action takers. I only want action takers in this challenge. So if you are an action taker and you walk the walk instead of just talking the talk, then I want you to be the next Lioness Mum transformation story. So click that link below, start the application process, finally change your life for the better and start thriving instead of just surviving day by day. And that is it for me and Leslie from the Lioness Mum Project. Thank you for joining me as always, and I'll see you next time.